So we're all gathered here because of Rare Cancers Australia, and unfortunately that became a thing in our lives in 2012 when my father, Bruce Ward, got 2 forms of rare cancer. And Bruce was a top bloke, and I could go on and on about how amazing my father was as an inspiration for me, and telling me everything. But there's another person who's equally as important in my life, Susie Ward, my mother. And with the loss of my father, she hadn't smiled as much as maybe she should. But one of the things she did was she educated me about rare cancers and the issues associated with them. And she did this 2 times. Once we went down to Melbourne as she presented to a bunch of professionals and in the medical profession about why autopsies were necessary. And it turns out that rare cancers are cost prohibitive to treat. By their very nature of being lots of rare cancers contracted by a few people, you can't do the sorts of clinical trials, and you can't get the sorts of repayments to the drug companies for investing in those sorts of cancers. So 50% of all cancer deaths every year are actually rare cancer deaths. And I got another opportunity in Canberra at the launch of Rare Cancers Australia to see Mum, you know, interact with all of the professionals and all of the government bodies in trying to help Rare Cancers Australia to promote their cause. So it comes to about a month ago, and I've noticed Mum's not smiling as much as maybe she should, or as she has in my life. And I think that maybe part of it's to do with the haircut that I haven't had for 2 years. So I did say I'd get my hair cut when Dad got better and he died. So I think there comes a point where you've got to put those things to rest. And I kind of grew attached to this hair over 2 years. So we ran a crowdfunding campaign, which most of you have been a part of. And in the crowdfunding campaign, we were able to raise $4,300 for Rare Cancers Australia. And we were able to annoy Mum because sometimes it was people who were interested in keeping my hair. But ultimately, through the generosity of Jim and Deb Baum, who we hadn't seen for 25 years from America, who in the final minutes put down $1,000 and gave Susie her wish. Today I'm going to cut my hair for Rare Cancers Australia, and Susie Ward's going to return to smiling, and I'd like you all to join with me in this event. Thank you. Okay, ready? Oh, it's gone! Oh, Kitty! Some of Daddy's hair! What do you think of that, mate?
Go first.
Oh dear. So I'm not sure if this will take a minute or 5 minutes. Talk amongst yourselves. We could use fire. Highly unorthodox way.
I don't ever want to do that to my hair.
You don't want to do that to your hair?
No, I'm just going to take the hair.
You want Daddy's hair?
Here you go, King.
Here we go,
G's got some.
More. There you go.
So far it doesn't look like anything's gone, so that's alright.
This is where hairdressers say, it's alright, it's just a little trim. Then you see the floor.
Last time I had a haircut.
Oh my gosh.
Just a little trim.
I can feel breeze. I can certainly feel breeze.
My hair's growing. Your hair's growing.
Oh my god.
Is he more well behaved than a sheep, really?
Yeah, he's not kicking like a sheep. Does he kick like your sheep, Jim?
Use the sheep shepherd.
Oh, if only Jim could hear. Can he hear?
Jim and Deb, hello, this is your fault. I'm holding you 100% accountable.
Hi.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, I think we're getting serious. I think we're about to approach the halfway point.
Oh my Have a beer.
He's bald at the back.
He is bald at the back.
Is there enough for a
He's
jumper?
bored under all that hair. What do you think?
Is there enough for jumper?
Looks weird.
I think it definitely should be.
Do you think it looks weird
I think we'll do something.
Right now.
right now?
I did something
kid.
with the last
I
bit,
know it.
so I'll
Half
do
is
something
bald
with
and half is full hair.
Sorry.
What's the micron on that?
Oh my God.
Photo of the action shot.
How's it looking, Jane?
Are you smiling, G? Are you happy now? You got my hair.
David, you're doing a brilliant.
I wish you had my hair. You've got your mother's hair. You are gorgeous. Oh, that bit of hair. Bit of 80s hair. Okay, being told to keep still.
Why do you get a haircut and get a real job?
You look like my daddy.
I look like your daddy. Jim, we've only just met. I'm sorry about that, man.
Oh my God.
Does this look like an awkward haircut at the moment? Well, it's come that time of this event where the cameras are out. And I guess I'd like to make a change of plans. Do you mind turning that off, David?
No problem. A few photos, folks.
Get some photos whilst you can.
It's quite cool.
So, whilst I was considering how best we've done things with rare cancers and what's left to do, I spoke to Rare Cancers Australia and being appalled at the statistic that 50% of all cancer deaths are from rare cancers or from rare and less common cancers, I've decided that if shaving my whole head was going to get me $4,300 for Rare Cancers Australia, I could keep the gig going. So for the next 30 days until the 6th of January, past my staff meetings, Christmas, my birthday and New Year's Eve, I'm actually going to continue to raise money for Rare Cancers Australia by keeping what I'm calling a 50-50 haircut or a rare cut. You can donate at rarecut.org. And if nothing else, we hope to make people laugh and to raise some awareness about a pretty serious issue and bring attention to the lack of funding for Rare Cancers Australia and to hopefully change that statistic so that 50% of all cancer deaths are no longer due to rare cancers, and that's no longer due to old clinical trial practices and drugs that aren't available to rare cancer patients that would have efficacy if they were able to be applied to the PBS. So for the next month, if you see me on the street or if you see somebody wearing a similar haircut, they might also be doing a rare cut. So thank you everyone for coming. Thank you Mum for all of your guidance. It would have been Dad that told me to get a haircut to make you happy, but it would have actually been you to say, why don't you take it one step further and make some more money for Rare Cancers Australia. So I hope beyond all that you will be happy now.
Amazing.